subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. If it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be possible. Look, you guys, this video won't be too long. Hoping it'll be short. But, listen, I'm going to list out some reasons why women are obsessed with the lone wolf. And, even though the name itself drives them wild, whoa, what does that mean? What's going on here? Listen, you gotta stay tuned and find out. I want to get the day started off early. Grand Rising. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you're having a great weekend. It's raining out here, cats and dogs. Following it up a little bit. I'll have to come outside and try to record a video. Get some of this walking in. Been working out all AM. Feeling great, feeling fine. Still on this new lifestyle diet, carnivore diet. I want to talk to you guys more about that, but I got to find a way to put it in a video and the video get views, because apparently you guys don't care about self-improvement on this channel. So I have to figure out what channel to put it on and title it right so I can actually get the video to go viral. I want you guys to get healthy, man. All right? But listen, let's talk about it for a minute. Number one, for the older gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Or the more grown gentleman. I'm sorry, we're gonna stop saying older. That, we're getting out of that matrix. I'm showing you guys that it's a mindset. When you're younger, you can, just recover from things quicker. When you're a little bit more grown, you have to put a little bit more care, but it can still be done. And you can reverse aging if you just slow down on ejaculation. Not saying you got to stop doing it altogether. Just if you're single, don't be out here busting nuts left and right. But women love the independent factor. Now, when women are out here talking about they got their own this and their own that and they're bad broad. See, that's projection, because that's what they look for in a man. And when you have that going on, you're good to go, brother. You're good to go. Let's keep it going. It's raining cats and dogs. I ain't gonna be out here too long. I ain't playing with you. You're unbothered. You can't be taken off your throne. Absolutely. You just pace and coast through life as if you're just on this cloud. Some of these women like to gaslight you and say come up with little funny names for you and things of that nature, but you're really just in flow. And a lot of people want to think that flow is easy and it's just some kind of luck. No, to stay in flow is massive amounts of work. And to, always be doing something means you're always thinking, but you also know how to relax and when to unplug, because you're Neo. You plug in, you do what you got to do, and then you take off. You know what I'm saying? Fly right out of there. But listen, women love this. They can't get enough. It makes you almost irresistible. Let's be real. That's a good title. Your discipline is awe-inspiring. You make people want to level up. What's that last part? God's work. You're doing God's work. Listen, just you being you is enough every day to inspire masses. You really don't have to do a whole lot. You're putting a lot on yourself, probably, to be a great representation of the living God in this plane. But you just doing what you do every day is a great representation of the living God in this plane. You don't have to do much, because people can draw inspiration and motivation and influence off of you just from your day-to-day. You don't have to come up with nothing grand. You ain't got to be some philosophizer or something, whatever. You just got to be really good at being consistent, and the people understand. Let's keep it trucking. You're regal, stoic, a real classy gentleman. Women have been missing this kind of man. Women have been missing this kind of man for quite some time. With the overwhelming social construct of single motherhood, a lot of these males don't really know how to be a stoic, regal, gentleman type of guy, which is the kind of guy that is emotionally intelligent, but you don't want to give him his bad side. That's what you represent, which is the way a man's supposed to be. A man shouldn't automatically be aggressive without it being provoked. And being provoked should be after they've triggered multiple, ways to get you to that point. It shouldn't be easily triggered. So women are used to this kind of aggressive male, and seeing an actual man that's in control of his emotions, that knows how to move in silence, knows how to schedule, plan, and execute. It's something that keeps them wet. That's all I can say. Yeah, like I said before, you envision, then you plan, then you execute. Just like that. Women adore this. They get so flustered. So flustered. And listen, man, it's a good thing. You're supposed to. To be able to move in silence, plan things out no matter the opposition against you, and not let anything get you down. That's what women really want. That means that no matter what, she can rely on you. She can depend on you to get things done, no matter the obstacle or lesson that we like to call it, in front of you guys. This kind of energy, I don't know what to say, man. Women just can't get enough. I'm telling you. I hear it all the time from content creator women. Like, they're even starting to say things like, oh, hang on for a second, guys. Gotta get an even workout. Yeah. I hear women online talking all the time. Like, we're starting to realize money doesn't really matter, because I'll tell you one thing about a woman. Women have the ability, a woman that has her head on right, she has the ability to see the potential in a man. And, real women, they study dudes. You don't know that. They study us more than we study them. And these women, they figure out what kind of man they want, and they will adjust accordingly really quickly. Like, I've noticed women who are content creators who are posting up stuff like, a man's got to move like this, and I'm not going to submit until, he shows me that he's man enough to lead. Now I'm hearing a different story where I'm seeing some men out there that, maybe the money is not that important, but they have the potential to, be great millionaires, multi-business owners. They're starting to look at the potential in a man based off of his consistent work and work ethic, and then moving accordingly, instead of going off of what, the sisterhood is talking about, which is this impossible man that hasn't been invented yet, right? So I'm starting to notice this. So this hive-minded thinking, but they're starting to kind of stray off of it, because I'm gonna tell you something. Women have a huge fear of being alone. If you listen to most content creators or women that are out there, they're always talking about, we're here to be with somebody, we're not supposed to be by ourselves, da 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 da. Well, that is true, but you're not supposed to just settle for anybody because you feel lonely. And you shouldn't feel lonely if you have God. So, a lot of women, part of the reason why they end up in bad relationships. And men don't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? We'll get with somebody, we don't. It's not that serious, we'll make it work. Just being real. You stay fit, conditioned year-round, no matter what. Women like a nice body. I don't think this is talked about enough, and I want to go ahead and speak on this for quite some time, okay? Women like dudes' bodies more than we like theirs. I'm telling you straight up, think about it. Any rich guy, multimillionaire, or any genius that's also rich, these guys are not out here chasing women. They're kind of socially awkward, and they just don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then their wife ends up joining their mission, and, they end up, God put somebody in their path most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Or eventually, like the nerdy kind of guys that end up being rich, they end up with decent wives, man. They end up joining, their mission in life. They're not chasing women. They're not those kind of guys, right? They stay on their task and they get things done. You're the same kind of way. You're not out here chasing women. You're on your task and you're getting things done on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And women, you're staying conditioned, you're staying fit. You're not doing it for women. You're not doing it for women. You're doing it for yourself. You have your reasons, and you're sticking to it. And women love this kind of stuff, man. That whole chasing women thing is over. They never liked it to begin with. And the fact that women love a man that's in shape, and women don't mind competing for that top 20%, they're always competing for that top 20%. We're not competing for 20% of women. A guy, you can get a guy right now. I know the internet's talking kind of crazy now, like, you know, it's not realistic for a guy with a bunch of money to get a woman from Burger King or whatever. But most guys just want like a pretty face and a woman they can get along with. We're not really vetting their resumes to see if they went to an Ivy League school, or, if they coming from wealth or anything of that nature. We're just we're looking for somebody that we can get along with, that we can share peace with, that has things that she does, so that we can have our time alone without, having somebody. Because I've been with people that need somebody underneath them, and in hindsight, I believe it's because of insecurities due to, if I'm not underneath that person and checking their phone all the time, they're cheating and, keeping the wrong kind of relationships and taking the wrong kind of advice. I want a woman that's, able to kind of pick the right kind of counsel, but can make decisions on her own. And I don't need for her to be under me at all times, because sometimes I need to focus. Sometimes I got to recharge. And it's not like I need like complete isolation from the world. It's just, whenever, like, previous relationships, the most recent one, whenever I was trying to brainstorm or get downloads and the house to be quiet, some people that are traumatized, they can't stand for things to be quiet, and they'll start something. They'll start some type of issue, whatever it takes to get the house like worked up, because when it's quiet, I guess they start thinking about, what they've gone through or what they're doing to people, and they don't want to think about that. I don't know what it is, whatever. But I'm telling you right now, women, and as far as you being in shape, it's an easy win. You'll end up being some guy that has his life together and be with a chick, and then she'll cheat on you with the personal trainer. Now, I'm not saying that women don't cheat. I'm not saying you can stop them from cheating, but all I'm saying is, let that be one of the reasons. When it's easy to stay in shape, maintain your masculine frame, and you're going to be able to attract any woman that you want. Just like that. And one more before I go. There's one more on here. You look like you lay the royal rod. And listen, I know some women on here, when I say stuff like this, you guys are like, I can't believe he's having a good, video, and then he drops this. Well, it's part of life. And as much as y'all try to make it seem like most women aren't like that and you're not thinking that way, most of y'all are thinking that way. You're thinking about, what would I do in the bedroom? How would I fold you up into a pretzel? All this kind of different stuff. And I'm not saying that guys don't do it as well, but I'm trying to tell you that women do it quite often. But look, guys, that's 7 reasons that women are obsessed with, the Sigma male and the lone wolf. I'll be dropping more videos later on. I'm about to get on TikTok. Don't miss that. Peace, love, and light. Remember, I'm your brother.